It's not all dark. The light is in my heart, sparked by my community. Long live my flame ignited by the culture.
So, this person is a Los Angeles native, great, a poet, and a filmmaker. She seeks to walk in God's purpose by making hard conversations easy through storytelling. Want all of you guys to give it up for Jamai Fisher. You know, we gotta make sure they hear her.
Okay, so here's the deal. I did not time what I'm about to do, so I'm just gonna go and do it. So, this is for the culture, and one of the cultures that I am proud to be a part of is the poetry culture. And so Emmett and I had went to this open mic in, sorry, it was not an open mic, it was a slam in Oakland. And during the slam, they tell the rules. You have 2-3 minutes, say your piece. You could do whatever you want with that time, just don't let it be crazy. So there was this lady that had went up, and she started, she wanted to give like a preface before she did her poem. And it was kind of long, but you have 2-3 minutes. You could do whatever you want to do. So she's telling the preface to her story, and she's talking very slowly. And finally, around the 1 minute left mark, she begins her poem. And so they tell you, hey, if you go over your time, we're going to play some music to remind you it's time to get off. So she's doing her poem finally, and they begin to play the music, and the lady doesn't stop. And so they keep playing the music, and the music that they're playing is Pomp and Circumstance. So now it sounds like the lady is giving a presidential speech because Pomp and Circumstance is playing in the background. She's not stopping at all. They just keep turning it up instead of turning her mic off, and it was the most funniest thing I've ever seen in my life. And so I want to tell you guys that story. Okay, so now I'm going to do, so I have a poetry book. And it is poems and the stories that inspire them, which is great because I'm here to tell poems and stories. So I'm going to tell you a story and a poem that I wrote about Frank Ocean because I was upset that he didn't put out music for so long. So here it is. Let me pull it up. Okay. I'm not going to lie to you. When Frank Ocean didn't come out with music for so long, I was hurt. Hurt like you and your best friend had one of those deep-ass car convos the night before. You know, you're like hotboxing the whip, listen to, Jesus Christ. Hotboxing the whip, eating some Taco Bell, kind of deep convos with the seats leaned back, looking up at the 2 stars that LA would allow to live in the sky through the sunroof type situation. You know, one of them. Like you're so high off how deep y'all just got, you hit them up the next day and you're like, hey, you want to have lunch? And then they never respond. For like 3 years. That's how I felt. Like, was it something I said? Was the conversation too deep? I mean, you were the one that brought up the stuff about crack and wanting to kill yourself. That wasn't even me. I mean, I lived in the suburbs, and up until this point, the only trauma I had experienced was the shit I let my anxiety make up. The only female I had ever kissed was Mary Jane. I had a couple of aunts and uncles that was on crack, but my parents were the good children, the responsible ones. So finally, when Blonde was announced, I had no desire to listen to it. Literally, like so turned off at the thought that after all this time, you reached back out to me, new music in hand, expecting me to forgive you when after all these years, all I had of you was to replay the last conversation we had over and over and over again. I sang along to every song like you were with me in that passenger seat again. I was dead ass hurt over a nigga I did not know. So much so that I ruined a perfectly beautiful night with a nigga I did know. I finally did listen to Blonde. I got invited by this guy who couldn't stay out of my DMs. We parked his car at the top of my school's parking lot and listened to the album blasting through the car speakers as we lay on the hood of the car, watching the 2 stars LA would let occupy the sky. And the whole time, I felt like I deserved a damn apology. Am I crazy? Is it selfish of me to want to present... Is it selfish of me to want you to present yourself in a similar way every time as if we, like artists, aren't complex fucking human beings? I already had 17 pieces of you available for consistent replay. Mind you, I'm doing all this and I couldn't even give my attention to the guy laying on the car next to me. Lucky enough for me, though, that didn't end up going anywhere, and the cutest moment we had was on top of the roof that night, and I wasn't even emotionally there. The wall I had created for Frankie stood up tall in the face of Marshall and Brandon and Samaj and any other guy that tried too hard, kissed too soft, and left so soon. I wanted a love like Frankie and I had. Someone who wanted to give me the real shit, to let me in on his deepest, darkest secrets in the most poetic way possible, so I guess I was destined to be with an artist. Too many times I had snuck away to skinny dip in Frank's ocean to ever stand in the shallow end of anyone's heart. So when I found that man that was ready to go deep with me, I fell as hard as I was supposed to. Okay, that was the story. This is the poem. I still haven't forgiven Frank Ocean. And it pisses me off because Channel Orange changed my life. I mean, I don't even stream it often. Because Bay and I used to listen to it together all the time. It's like the sound of his voice offers my emotions a harbor. And sure, I'm thankful for the pool, but that is tide, and I'm still tired of these tidal waves. And I'm still out of breath. It felt like a tornado hit after you left. It's hard for me to forgive and even harder for me to admit this weight on my chest, and I'm still lacking the strength to pull it back. I'm grunting, gobbled up your sweet nothings. Now common sense thinks twice before running round every morning. I won't lie to you, I'm stalling. Just trying to catch you on the phone long enough to trace where you're calling. I've been thinking about you. For every moment you made me feel like I was just in it for the ride, I have thought about you. For every second you dissected me and left your feelings inside, and I see, after all this time, that I'm still in the same place that you left me in. And here and thinking about you, all it does is remind me how you left again. Thank you. All right. I have no idea how much time has transpired. But I'm going to, if you guys don't mind, bring up a special guest for this next poem. Yay! Okay, Emmett James, bring your chocolatey self back up here. Emmett and I are about to do what is called a group piece. I'm telling you this because we've done this sometimes at shows, and people have been like, oh my God, that duet poem you guys did was great, and I don't want you sounding crazy. So it is called a group piece. We're about to do it. I hope that you're ready. Yeah, get on your side. What? Oh. In the name of Milwaukee poetry, you must do something. Okay. All right. 1, 2, 3. Group piece. Oh, hello? Yay.
Check.
Okay, cool, bet. Amazing. Are you ready, Emmett James?
Yes. Are you guys ready?
Roger, we're doing this for you.
19 reasons you just can't be Bay right now. 1, because I'm an ass. And you know, sometimes I could be a little
selfish.
And if we gonna be together, those just some things you just gonna have to deal with. At least until I do.
2.
3. I don't like the number 2. And just know that for futuristics.
4. Because I still ain't been to that trap brunch. I was in Insecure, and I'm trying to see what's good. Ow.
5. Because my credit card limit is only $1,000. And I've already used $996.17. And I mean, I could pay it off, but that would mean no more birthdays, anniversaries, or Valentine's Day gifts, at least for a year. And that ain't happening. Period.
6, because I work freelance, and every time you want to hang out, money be on the line. Hello?
7, because you want me. You just don't know it yet.
8, because I sleep with the heater on every night.
And luckily enough for you, I could do more than keep you warm.
Yes, but my heater keeps me warm and respects me when I'm trying to sleep.
All right. 9, because I may or may not sleep with one under my pillow.
10, because you skip ahead on all the TV shows, and that's grounds for breakup every time.
11, but ain't you the reason why we ain't finished Ozark yet? P-Valley, All-American.
Okay.
Martin reruns.
Yeah.
Sometimes they be doing the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air marathons, but you want to be in the bathroom taking all day. Now we're in the commercial. Oh, we still doing the poem.
Yes.
12, because we both fall fast, and if fate let us have our way, We probably fucked this up. 13, I really don't want to fuck this up.
14, I'm in love with you already. And I'm not even out of breath.
15, speaking of breath.
I know. You are not up here talking about nobody's breath.
You're right. Let's not get into it.
16, could you say fucked up shit like that when we was just getting cute?
17, because truth is, morning breath or not, there's not another face I'd rather wake up to.
18.
Because after our first kiss, our tongues became fluent in each other's love languages.
And I couldn't stop forming sentences that didn't end with you and I, 19.
Girl, you've been bae since the day we shook hands.
I heard hands are for holding,
like fingertips are for touching. And if you and God allow it, I only hope to touch your soul, or at least in places that make you feel good.
Is it wrong that I want to make you feel good?
Is it wrong that I want to love that wall down till every brick loses its reason for being there in the first place? Because like I told you a long time ago, if I ever made you smile, you'll be one lucky mother.
Hey, thank you so much, Emma James. Okay. Can I do a quick something and then I'm done? Okay. Oh, shit. What am I going to do? Okay. It's for the culture. Let me get my little black poem off. Okay, I'm going to step away from the mic just a little bit because it's a little, I'm going to be yelling at y'all, but I promise it's a vibe. Okay. How dare you look at me while I'm in your presence? How dare you judge me by anything else but my jet black skin and my essence? I'm sorry, but are you reckless? Like, do you have some sort of death wish? Oh, you're one of those that wear those roseless, colorless things claiming they're politically corrected. I wish we had more than just poetic justice. We ain't never experienced the same happy ever after. I wish we had more than just candy-covered raindrops and a fistful of angry rappers and black body bags littering the streets and a mockery of those that say that we matter. Tell me when. When I could wake up in a world where history isn't manipulated to fit one's agenda. Where people don't lay in their beds at night wondering how in the hell did we get here, where silence and straight hair are no longer my way to a meal ticket. A place where my son could call me on the phone, say, Mom, I was driving a little too fast, got pulled over, and actually got a real ticket. A place where he doesn't feel different, even though his skin flirts with the sun a little more than most. And his hair, Lord, his hair dances to a beat of its own. A place where other parents could see him and think of their child at home. A place where when he's so young, he isn't deemed so grown. A place where dreams aren't just rhetoric, tossed from a podium to the weary, where confidence is built because of schools instead of jail cells. And I could see a person like me on TV. I know that one day I can be me, without that being too little or too much. I know that one day I could be judged by the content of my character and not just all my stuff, because we all have stuff and we all need grace. And I could give it to you because of the one that gave me this face and this place in my skin and my hair. Thank you.